Hello everyone! For today's project we have this Gigabyte motherboard, the GA8IDML, which is a socket 478 motherboard, and we will be pairing it with this first generation of Pentium 4 Willamette core with 1.6 GHz with a frontside bus of 400 MHz, and we'll be using these two SDRAM sticks which add up to a total of 512 megabytes of RAM memory. Also, we'll be using this video card, which I will present later on. Let's start this system up and jump straight into PC Mark 2002 and see if everything works as it should. And also find out if the rumors are true and was it really slower than the Pentium 3, as we all been told. Now this benchmark does not lie when it says it is faster in CPU performance by 44.3%, faster in memory performance by 46.4%, and in hard disk performance by 27.2%. And it makes perfect sense because the motherboard here plays a major role because its chipset was changed in the Pentium 4 generation, and its bus, it's now quad pumped, which means that it transfers 4 times data through every cycle, and that is why our adapted CPUs, the Pentium 4s, have a effective frontside bus multiplied by 4. For example, in our case, it has 100 MHz frontside bus, and that is being multiplied by 4 because of the nature of the frontside bus, which adds up to a total of 400 MHz frontside bus, and that translates to 3.2 gigabytes per second transfer capacity. Now, the other reason is that the clock speed were ramped up indeed, but there was a penalty for pushing higher clock speeds, and they have redesigned the level 1 cache of this CPU so that it only has 20 kilobytes of level 1 cache compared to the Pentium 3, which had 32 kilobytes of level 1 cache. The level 2 cache being the same size, but another improvement for the Pentium 4 NetBurst Willamette architecture was that the SSE2 instructions were added. And now for the video solution, which I said I will be presenting it later, and here is why. The motherboard would not let me use a 3.3 volts AGP video card, and I managed to find one exactly with the same specs as the Riva TNT2 Ultra, even though that video card was actually the flagship of that line. I've replaced it with a GeForce 2 from Elsa Gladiac, which has identical hardware specs as the Riva TNT2 Ultra. The only difference being that the GeForce 2 that we are using also supports DirectX 7. The Riva was based on a DirectX 6, and this one is based on DirectX 7. And another good thing for testing the SSE instructions is that it also supports the feature of transform and lightning, which do benefit from the SSE instructions, and in this case I suppose it does benefit even from SSE 2 instructions. Starting 3D Mark 99, I noticed some weird things happening because the frames were stuck at 60, while during the benchmarks for the other systems they were pulling close to 100. And the results confirmed my judgment, and it proved to be slower than the Riva TNT2 Ultra by 52.5%. It might have something to do with the SSE optimizations that 3D Mark 99 uses, which are specific for the Pentium 3 architecture. In 3D Mark 2000, where the performance looked to be the same as with the other systems, the results confirm that the two GPUs are quite alike, and there was only a 2% performance difference between the GeForce 2 and the Riva TNT 2 Ultra in favor of the GeForce 2. In 3D Mark 2001, the video card is struggling and the frames look quite low. But anyways, I still have to run it and get a score as a reference, so we can use it later on when checking the difference for other video cards. And for the ending, I have a few samples here recorded of how this GPU conforms with some of the titles. And as for the final test, is going to be Dungeon Siege Legends of Arana, where the GPU can make use of the transform and lightning features, and so far it did boosted the frames quite a lot. Maybe the CPU's power also helped with these high frame rates that we recorded.
A long time ago, on the continent of Arana, the once magnificent empire of stars had crumbled into oblivion, paralyzed by its own power-hungry legions, and torn asunder by an ancient and merciless evil. But the 10th Legion, the dying empire's most valiant soldiers and most trusted, withdrew far to the west, to a land called Ebb, seeking to preserve what their empire had lost. Here, in the rugged mountains and the rich valleys of their new home, they founded the Kingdom of Ebb, a kingdom that has embraced peace and freedom for 300 years. But there was a price. Few now remember the evil that opposed them. Fewer still recall the dark sorceries cast to save them. And none could foretell that one humble farmer would stand between a vengeance from the past and the survival of the kingdom.
The Krog are attacking. I couldn't hold them back. You have long been my friend, but you can do nothing more for Old Nord. Go to Stonebridge. Find Giorn. If the Krog have elsewhere betrayed us, your bravery will be needed by the king. Go now.
Well, thanks for watching, and I will let some of the samples run so you can have an idea of how this system puts up with some of the early 2000 titles. Have a great day.
Quick race! Race time!
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
This is Hit Radio, Love Media Station. Just one of 900 radio stations, 300 TV stations, 4 networks, 3 satellites, 10 senators.
Thank you.
Hit Radio.
You're listening to Head Radio, the rock of Liberty City for 60 years. I'm DJ Michael Hunt taking you through another set of non-stop rock and pop. It's Head Radio.
German checkpoint, 200 yards.
Okay, squad, listen up. This is a rescue mission, so watch your fire. Don't give your position away. Advance from cover and check your corners. Everyone keep quiet. This better work.
Was haben Sie geladen?
He's taking too long. He's buying it.
Ihr Ausweis ist ungültig.
Zeigen Sie mir bitte Ihre Papiere. Danke sehr.
Zeigen Sie sofort Ihren Führerschein vor.
He's not taking them, Captain.
Hey, get the truck moving! Take off! Let's go! Move up there! Move in! Fire! Go! Get moving! Come on, go! Go! Watch it! Watch out! We gotta keep moving! Let's figure it out! Position! There they are!
EA Games. Challenge everything.
I copy 30.